Hi, so today we will see why to use NoSQL database for sparse data. So the question is, what is sparse data? So when database table contains many zero values or null values. So recently there is lot of explosion of collecting data from various resources. But in this case, we do not have values for everywhere, like every column and every row. And there are a lot of zero values or null values, and we can call it as a sparse data. The table occupies lot of volume in relational database, but very less data. And I will give two examples to make the point clear. One example is Netflix ratings by users. That is, Netflix publishes many series or dramas or movies, and there are, say, millions of users who rate those movies. But obviously, not every user is watching and rating every movie. So there are a lot of null values in the database. And second example I will give is house properties on a Zillow. Zillow is very popular website where all listings of real estate are located. And when we go for Zillow values, and there are a lot of house properties which are non-existing because every house doesn't have like swimming pool, or every house doesn't have a yard, something like that. So this type of data, which is getting more and more popular in these days, that is sparse database. So considering Netflix movie ratings, these are movies and these are users. But user 1 has only watched movie 2 and movie 5 and rated it. No one watched, user 2 watched nothing, no movies which he has rated. User 4 has rated only one, that is movie 3. So this is sparse. Like you see lot of null values or missing values. There is no value in lot of cells. And in second example, this is Zillow. So we have properties like whether the house has air conditioner, whether it has swimming pool, whether it has crawl space. So there are many values related to house properties, and these are properties, that is house 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. But still there are a lot of null values. So this is called sparse database. And in case of relational database, when we have sparse thing, there are a lot of problems with it. So why relational database is not suitable for sparse data? So there are many null values, as we have seen. It takes a lot of space, and that space is going sort of waste. We are not using it effectively. Then query is costly due to large number of columns. So in case of like Zillow properties, and if we use relational database, there may be say 150 columns for a particular row, and that query becomes very taxing or very costly if there are a lot of joins involved in that queries. So using a relational database for sparse data is little bit difficult. And new features are difficult to introduce. Suppose we have Zillow data, the same example we are taking, and we want to add an additional property, whether the property has trees. So to add this property, we have to add the column for a particular property, and then we have to add all null values for all previous whatever listings are there. Or we have to go list by list and add whether that particular property has a tree or not, that is yes no boolean values. So this is so difficult to refactor a relational database to add a single property if it is a sparse database. And tables become unwieldy. We cannot manage so much columns and so much joins, and query is very difficult to execute. And if we go for NoSQL, there is there are a lot of databases which are like document database or key value database. So it is very simple. Say this is a JSON type of format. This is one document in NoSQL, or other NoSQL databases are also same, like this is MongoDB, but otherwise it is a JSON document. So this is house 1 and it has air condition with 1 ton capacity. House 2 had swimming pool with 1000 gallons of capacity. So if we consider this type of document, house 1 is not concerned whether it has swimming pool or oil heating or crawl space. We are not entering it and it is implicitly null. So it saves so much space and the querying is so much easier that NoSQL is much better if we want to use sparse database. So these are advantages of using NoSQL for sparse data. So less storage space is required. Null values need not to be stored. We just eliminate that thing. We don't write anything if the value is null or zero, something like that. New features can be included without refactoring. Suppose we want to add a same example, like the house has trees or not. Simply include one key value pair in the JSON document and we are done. We don't have to do anything with our previous data sets or previous entries. And flexible schema can be queried efficiently because all NoSQL has flexible schema. We can just add a new key value pair and we are done with it. So go for NoSQL if you have sparse data. There are many examples like MongoDB, DynamoDB, Redis. Redis is a key value. MongoDB is a document. So these are all, and there are so many NoSQL databases, and you can choose according to your requirement and your likings. Flexible schema makes storing sparse data very efficient because suppose in case of a Netflix rating, we just add a row like user 1 and movie 3 rating of 5, nothing more than that, just we are finished with it. And querying sparse data is very easy with NoSQL database engines, and the engines like DynamoDB or MongoDB are so fast and they will give you results in such a small time that it works very fantastic with sparse data. So thank you for watching this video. And if you have any questions, just write in the comment box. Thank you.